Prepare to attack the enemy's control points.
Get behind me, Doctor!
I am fully charged!
You are listening to Control Point, a Team Fortress 2 podcast with Brent Copeland, Eric Fullerton, Wes Wilson, and Spencer Williams.
Control Point, episode 28, recorded on April 27th, 2008.
I am Brent Copeland.
I'm Wes Wilson.
I'm Eric Fullerton.
I'm Spencer Williams. Dick.
And that was our song. Do you like it?
And I am Winter Coperton.
Who is evidently not a hottie anymore from what I hear.
Is he not?
And welcome to Control Point, a Team Fortress 2 podcast. Is that right? We talk about Team Fortress 2 on this show?
Yeah.
Sweet.
No, actually, I've started talking about Team Fortress 2 instead.
Oh. Let's do that.
Yeah.
You want to?
I know.
I'm all for that.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
So welcome to yet another episode. It just keeps going like a Energizer Bunny with, I don't know.
Like a card on an escort map.
Oh, snap.
That was horrible.
Okay.
So, we have a briefcase, right?
Is there wine in it? I hope there's some wine
There
in
is
the damn briefcase.
actually there is some wine in the briefcase.
Sorry, I
what's where'd it go? What happened to
Would you like some wine with your briefcase?
Where's the briefcase? Oh, is that it? Wow,
That's good.
the lights are on and everything. What's in it? Is there something?
It's top secret.
It is.
That's for sure.
It is. Wow, there is all kinds of stuff in here.
Yeah, there's wine in there.
Like really, there's cards in here. These are Eric's cards.
Hey, Spencer, I think your pants are in here, too.
Sweet, I've been looking for those.
This is very impressive. Oh, and some delicious wine, which I will pour for us while Brent talks about what's in the briefcase.
Oh, that's very classy.
Well, besides the wine, you may take that and put it over here? Okay. Besides the wine today, we're going to talk about a new CP server that was donated by Nivek 2.0.
Nivekeryas or Nivek 2.0.
No, they're different people.
Yes, different people.
They are.
Nivekeryas and Nivek 2.0 are different people.
No. Nivekeryas or Nivek 2.0.
It's
Anyway.
Nivek 2.0.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're talking about.
I'm confused.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. We're used to it. And we're going to talk about TF2 nerfs, a gaggle of fan videos,
I love nerfs.
and of course our map today is Snofort.
Cool.
Which is either your favorite map or your least favorite map. I'm pretty sure it's one of those two. I don't think anyone just kind of thinks it's okay.
And if you can hear the little clinking, that is Wes pouring wine for our little Control Point wine tasting.
Yes.
It is about to occur.
Montenor Pinot Noir. It's delicious.
Very delicious.
And I'm not there, but I'm drinking high-end beer, so I feel fine.
Top shelf.
So, Spencer, you want to talk about your week?
Do I have to? I guess I will. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I did play a little bit of TF2, and I kind of am reluctant to say this, but Random Chatter's map rotation has been chasing me away.
Really?
What is their rotation?
They have... It's a bunch of crap. No, the one map that keeps chasing me away is what is it? It's a 420 map.
The orange one?
I don't know. It's 2 control points, and no, it's not the orange. It's not the orange one, but it's just not very good. And every time it starts up, I can change the map personally, but it just seems so greedy and mean of me. I mean, what if other people actually want to play this crappy map?
True.
I have a story about crappy maps myself.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That's true.
So continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think some people
420
have,
Arena?
I don't remember. I really don't. I don't know what it is. Sorry. Okay, well, my week, I did get a little bit of TF2 in. I have to say I didn't play as much as I would have liked, and part of the reason was because of Random Chatter's map rotation.
Really?
Wow.
What's wrong with their map rotation?
It's not very good. I don't know. They have one. I do see November on there a lot, and I hate November.
And what about those 420 maps?
And they have that one 420 map that every time it starts up, everyone starts crying about it, and it's just sad. And I don't like it either. But
November has its moments, though. I'm gonna argue that November has its moments.
I'm gonna argue that it does not. I'm gonna argue that it's a terrible map, and I hate it. Anyway, this is about me, Wes.
Yeah, when it gets to your turn, you can say less QQ, more poo-poo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. But I mean, I think that the maps that they have their place. But it seems like that their server is the more populated server these days, and that kind of makes me sad. I was kind of wondering, should we move our server back to default maps so we have one server that's on the regular map rotation?
Well, that would be the fun server, apparently.
Yeah.
What? Really?
I think something happened with the map rotations. I don't know with one of the updates. I'm hoping it's not with every update, because that would really suck.
Yeah.
But I was on there the other night, and it just kept going through, gravel pit, then well.
Me too.
And I was like, okay, that blows. That's not so much fun. Except for jetpacks on gravel pit rocks.
Does it really?
Yes. Any map
it totally does.
Any map that is really good for snipers, it sucks on.
Yeah.
But maps that snipers aren't so great on.
Is Dust Bowl any fun with jetpacks?
Dust Bowl Leg 3 is hilarious.
Really?
It's
so
really
much fun.
tough. It's really tough to win that one.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, it's just tougher to win in general when jetpacks are on, I've noticed. There's just more angles of attack. I did hop on the fun server for just a bit when Eric was playing on there, and I don't like jetpacks very much, so I kind of dropped off pretty quickly there.
Oh, I wondered where you went.
Yeah, it was the jetpacks.
I logged on to the fun server one time this week, and it was because I saw that CP Control Point was being played.
Oh, yeah.
So I finally played it myself, and I logged onto it just as Eric and Brent logged off of it.
Which one was it? Was it the new version?
It was
the
the new
Control
one.
Point one?
Yes.
Okay. He's working on
I still haven't seen the new version. I need to see that.
Well, there's even a newer one. I think he sent it to me. That's I haven't played it yet.
I never played the cow one.
I like the cow one. It's an escort map. You escort the cow across the map.
See,
Why a cow? I don't.
It's
anyway.
awesome.
It's a cow on wheels.
Because it's hilarity.
And the only bug with that is spies, when their stealth can move it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's stupid.
But there's a spy there, so you just start,
Just start
shoot some rockets
flamethrowing,
around
yeah.
it.
That's a good point.
Let's see. The next thing, a lot of people have mentioned, and I felt it necessary to say that, yes, I do have a game buying problem. I buy too many games. If you look at my Steam games list, it's like someone just puked half of Steam's games out into my list, because I just
No, I'll stand
sit
up for
there
you,
and
though.
buy them.
I took a look at it yesterday or last night. Someone linked it and was like kind of laughing at you. Wow.
Well, I'll say one thing about Spencer. Now, he does have a game buying problem. He always has. But he's one of those people that can... Now, with Steam, he can't do this. But he would actually sell his games back to, like, GameStop.
Oh.
And I can't do that. When I buy a game, it seems like cheating to get rid of it.
So can you do that on Steam? Can you sell it on eBay and gift it to them or something?
No, but that's one of the things I know. That's one of the things I see in its favor is I have this game forever now.
But couldn't you gift it to someone else?
I don't know. I don't
Or is
think
that
you can
unbought
once you've
ones?
bought it. I think it's only games that you have multiple copies of.
Oh.
But
Oh well.
the other thing is, thanks to Eric and some of the other Control Point people, I now have a serious Icarium addiction.
I just started mine today.
Oh God, it's so much fun. I have a serious problem. I don't have nearly enough wine, and I don't have enough marble.
I'll send you
Me
both.
either.
Marble is a problem. We're gonna all try the next wine together, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll send you some wine and some marble if you need some,
Well,
Spencer.
I'm about ready to start my first colony. Do you think I should do Marble, or do you think I should do crystal?
Marble.
Is it a
Definitely.
TF2
We only have-
colony?
It's not. It's Aquarium, but this is now an Aquarium podcast. I have decided.
Are you going to be having?
Anyway, we even have a Steam. We even have a Steam group that who I think Peast started it. We have an Aquarium CP Steam group that you can join to join in the ridiculous addictive fun at that.
See now, I've been playing on Icarium.org, which is the UK version.
Don't try to pull our members over there.
I'm not. I want you guys all to play together, but it makes me very mad because I have like 2 colonies. So like I have 3 cities that I'm building right now, and I'd love when you're like, I don't have any marble. I want to go. Oh, I'll send you some. Oh, I can't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for everyone that, if anyone is interested in starting playing with us, we are on Icarium.com, and we are on the Gamma server.
So are you going to start
correct?
another character over there?
I don't think
Just
so.
have 2 running?
No, I don't think so. It eats enough of my life as it is. I'm playing Travian
doesn't
and
like us.
Icarium, so
Well, you're a geek. It's okay.
I know. But
I also have one little brief announcement, and that is Jazz is now a Steam admin, and he is now our only EU admin, and so far he's done a great job, and so balance great before him, yada yada yada, sacrifice 1,000 newborn goats in his honor.
and as the new Steam admin, Jazz, you are required to assign the player of the week.
Yep, Azrael's out of it. He's no longer
he's been
the
successfully hazed.
Oh really?
ranking new guy.
That's
Yeah.
weird because he wasn't the player of the week when I looked at it earlier.
Who?
Azrael.
No. Remember, we were making
saying?
Azrael assign the player. of the
Oh,
week.
okay. I see what you're saying. Jazz is assigning him now.
Yes.
I'll
Yeah,
listen
now
to
it's
the podcast
Jazz's
next
job.
time
Yes.
while we
Now
record.
Jazz has to page through page after page after page after page. It would help if they were at least in alphabetical order,
They aren't.
Yeah.
but they're not.
No.
It's crap.
But the thing is, they appear to be in alphabetical order, but if you're on, offline, blah, blah, blah. But it's like the weird MySpace alphabetical order where you think it's alphabetical order, so you spend 2 hours looking and then realize it's not.
Yeah.
Right. So that's pretty much all I have to say about my week. So
That's all I got to say about that.
that's all I've got to say about that.
I'll go next.
Hey, Wes,
Yeah.
how was your week?
My week was pretty good. First off, I had a busy wine week. And that's why we're drinking some wine, because I was down in Birmingham yesterday at something called
Hey, Wes.
Corks and
Wes.
Chefs. Huh?
Wes,
What?
less QQ, more pew pew.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Bam!
We're done with talking about you. We're talking about me now. Anyway, so I was down in Birmingham yesterday for something called Corks and Chefs, and basically it was this big thing down in this park, and they had a tent, and you could go and get food and wine and everything. And so I brought all this lovely wine back for us to try while we do our podcast today.
And I appreciate that.
Hey, you're welcome. And you can have some more wine in a little bit.
Can I have a beer, Eric?
I logged in the other night and I wanted to play some Team Fortress 2, and server 4 was full and nobody was on server 1.
That's the way of things these days.
And I didn't want to do that. So I got on server 1 and I was all by myself, and I decided that I was going to pick out the weird maps. Like I put on Mad Maze. And I'm like, what's this? And I'm running around by myself. And of course, once, people start showing up,
Yeah.
And then, it was me and Shine Spiked, anyway, and we were running around, and we were just basically, fragging each other and seeing how lame the map was. Which, have you ever played Mad Maze, Spencer?
No. Wait. Yeah, I think I played it a long time ago. Is there like a big hovering thing in the middle that shows you where you're supposed to be going?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that map sucks.
Yes, it does.
That map sucks on toast.
It sucks with bacon, and nothing sucks with bacon. Anyway, so we played that, but the best part about it is there's some, like, you can launch grenades in the air, but you can't jump past the top of the like maze. So like you can shoot over the walls, but you can't actually go over the walls yourself. So like you can't sticky jump over or anything.
Or jetpack.
But it was really funny because, and I'm like, well, I said, I'm picking out all the crappy maps and we're just going to try these out, you know? And everybody at first thought it was really great, you know? And so then I switched it to, CTF Ouch. Have you ever seen that one?
Sounds familiar.
CTF Ouch is basically like 2-Fort if the 2-Fort buildings were right in front of each other.
Oh, wow. So no bridge or anything?
So you just like jump to the other one?
So basically you go out into the courtyard and you have to get to the other side and get the intelligence and get back to your side. But the whole area is like as big as Duel. So, you know, it's incredibly bloody and the thing that was making me mad, you remember how Blue used to win all the time? Mm-hmm. Well, now Blue never wins. And I don't know why.
Because the cool people play red.
I guess so. All the people who used to play Blue are now playing red. But you logged in for that one, actually. You were there because I remember your sniper being alone in that room.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, okay. That's actually a really good-looking map, too.
It's not that badly done, and it's basically, but it is a huge frag fest, and and just people dying left and right. And I was going to change the map as soon as Blue actually won it again, because we started off and we got 2 victories real quick, and then Red just kept winning and winning and winning and winning, and I was getting frustrated because I'm like, we're doing good, we can do this, and
there was another map though that we played before that Blue never won, and you refused to change it until we won. Do you remember what that one was?
I don't remember what I think there was something there.
I can't remember. Rugby? No, I don't remember.
But the Ouch game, people are starting, and oh my God, they started whining, and you know,
whining.
Oh my God, yes, whining. And I had told people from the moment that they started logging onto the server, I told people, I'm like, if you are looking for a good place to hang out and have fun, server number 1 is not the place that you want to go tonight.
You want to go to 5?
I said, I am going to play bad maps all night long. You just better be prepared. That's all we're going to play is bad maps.
And people loved it.
That was fun.
And people were all excited. And then all of a sudden, they started going, this map sucks. And I'm like, what did I tell you? Why are you surprised? Where is the, why are you treating me like I'm a bad host? I told you what you were getting. Yeah. I didn't say, hey, we're going to have a great time. I said, you are going to suffer in pain and misery at the hand of these bad maps. And everyone seemed to be like, oh, that's great, until they actually started experiencing the pain and suffering. Mm-hmm. And that was...
and there's lots of other servers that they could go.
Like
exactly.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't like getting pierced with nails after all. This is kind of uncomfortable.
But it started to make me mad. And like then when on Ouch, people were like, we need to change that. People started trying to rock the vote. And I'm like, there will be none of this. No. And finally the whiners started going away.
Whiners?
Yeah. And I'll have some more wine for you.
Hey, Wes.
Yes.
Wes, were they being pissy with you?
They were being pissy with me. And I told them there will be no joy or fun here tonight. We are here to suffer through bad maps. And it was great. And then the people just had to ruin it with whining. And we're not.
Yeah, who hates it when someone ruins something bad with whining?
I know. It's just totally inappropriate. So anyway, that was my week. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Awesome.
That was excellent. I guess I'll follow up with mine.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It was fantastic.
When did you steal that from me, Brent? You started doing that. I used to do that all the time.
I was giving you a chance, and you weren't following through. So I figured someone needed to do it.
I'm kind of lazy and boring now.
Hey, it's my week earlier.
Hey, Eric, how was your week?
It was super. Thanks for asking. So on Wednesday, this was a cool day. I think it was Wednesday, but anyway, I needed to get onto a server and record some stuff, some machinima. for a video that we're working on. So I was currently just talking to a Frit anyway, and I was like, hey, you mind jumping onto the server and just doing a couple of things while I film it, It's like, okay, that's cool. So we went on to one, and I don't remember I had a lot of problems, like trying to change the map or trying to do something. Oh, I know what it was. I needed to turn auto balance off because if, with only 2 people in there, he had to be shooting me for the scene, but I couldn't die. So anyway, we ended up going to 6.
Sorry.
6, the new server, the map testing server.
Is that robot server?
That is Nivekeryas.
It's Nivek 2.0
okay.
server.
Oh, no, actually, we went to 3. That's right. We went to 3, got the password, went in, and a ton of people joined. They're like, oh, cool. Nailhead's in there playing. Let's go in there. So I got all these people asking me left and right, what's the password? What's the password? And I said, well, I'm not actually playing. I'm just, doing some recording for a video. Oh, okay. Well, what's the password anyway? So it started getting crowded, and we went to 6. We ran away. Run away! So we went to 6, got it done. That was very cool. Thanks for it. That worked out fantastic. And let's see, on Friday night, I played a lot of crappy maps with Wes. That was really fun.
It was delightful.
It was very delightful. I stayed up. I guess I didn't stay up playing as late as I usually do on Friday nights. But on Saturday, I did. I stayed up a very long time. And Sabrina, my new lady friend, she came over and she was checking out.
And she is a lady. I've seen her.
Mm-hmm. So she checked out the game for the first time, didn't play, but watched me play, and thought it was really cool. And I think she could get addicted to it very easily if she had this game and starts playing it. And now we just heard that the game is only $20 now, right?
Yep.
A boxed version of TF2, $20. So I encourage her to go out and buy that.
Go get it.
Nice.
And I stayed up a while playing on the fun server with Brent.
Yeah.
And Brent actually came over and played, like sitting on the floor with a laptop, and then after a while, and then you left. It was very strange. Come over and play TF2 with me, Brent. Woo!
Well, I thought we were going to work on the video.
Well, yeah, we were
apparently that wasn't going to happen until like 4 a.m, and I was like, okay, my son's at a sleepover, so I'm going home because my wife is probably lonely.
Yeah. So anyway, but that was a fun night, and
I'm Ronry.
It was it was funny because like we're on the fun server, and two things always happen. One person, people say, "How are you flying? What's going on? What's going on? How do you fly? How do you fly?" And then the other one is, "Can you post the bindings again? How do you do that? How do you do that?" So we need to make macros or maybe a revolving message that occurs, maybe that says how to do
I thought I put one in. The problem is the messages, there's like 50, 60 some odd messages, and they go by pretty fast.
And the one that I always see every time I play is, so that's the LAN party over, how did it go? I see that like every 5 minutes, no matter what server.
Well, maybe we need to change that one out to this new jetpack bind.
As a matter of fact, we got heckled for that on Gamers with Jobs.
About what?
For that message.
Oh, well.
Because they don't know what it means.
Well, and that's good,
Well, no, but they don't
know what a lot of things mean. Like,
it is a really old joke.
What it means to try to cap a point, and what it means to try to.
So that's the LAN party over. How did it go? Is an inside joke
for us because we tied.
Hey, but we know how to cap a briefcase, apparently.
Yeah.
As is well known, the Control Point podcast is well known for its myriad inside jokes, including, so that's the LAN party, how did it go? Which began after they visited a LAN party in late 2007.
Should we shut him up? Uberservers.com, where real gamers play. Okay, and...
Uber! Oh, sorry.
Okay, so on the fun server, there were some people getting really mad because they, for one thing, thought we were cheating because we were flying. And yes, indeed we are cheating. But we encourage everyone else to cheat with us. It is the fun server. Anything goes.
But it's not cheating, and I wouldn't say anything goes. Someone comes in there and starts actually cheating. It's not fun.
Well, okay. Well, here's another, for instance, of cheating. We no clip sometimes, and before the game starts, and there's it's got 20 seconds left on the setup clock, and I go ahead and no clip through the gate, and start burning people, and then come back.
You know what no clip does?
What's going on? What are they doing? Well, this one guy, he just got so mad. I don't remember what his name is. I don't think he wants me to say his name, but he just says this, and I wrote this quote down on my little index card that says, "What the F is so fun about this S?" He was really concerned. He's like,
I've had that kind of thing happen to me too. I've had that kind of. I was playing on not labor. Oh crap. Turbine, and I had like half the people on both teams with no clip on. Everyone's just zooming around, and finally some guy that did not get no clip and had no idea what was going on was just like, "This is bull S," and he just rage quit right then and there. I was like,
rage quit.
I guess he's not coming back.
yeah.
That's okay. Just when they start complaining, switch to the opposite team from them, make a level 3 sentry gun, and then just start teleporting them in front of it.
Yeah.
Is that what you get when you're a gold server number 5 member? You get to rage quit?
Yeah.
But we played so many Valve maps on the fun server with no clipping and jetpacks and freezing people and teleporting people to the skybox and stuff like that. Like Dust Ball was really fun. Gravel Pit was really fun as well with jetpacks. Very silly and very chaotic, but fun. Even though people are yelling at us and saying, "Oh, this is no fun," they stayed around. So that says something, right? I mean, just like with you, Wes, right? I mean, if you're not having fun, don't stick around, right?
Yeah. Actually, Spike left pretty quick. He's pretty intolerant of crap.
Nice.
But he didn't say anything to you about it, I bet.
Well,
that's because he never says anything.
He typed RTV a lot.
That's funny.
We need to change that. It does something else. Like when you type RTV, it like starts playing the radio station. And like,
no one has ever heard Shine Spike's voice, have they?
yeah, he talks in matches.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never heard it. Anyway.
I heard him talk during the Gamers with Jobs map.
Yeah.
Oh.
We need to get a clip of that out and put it on the podcast.
What does his voice sound like?
It sounds like. It sounds like. Have you ever heard 1,000 crows scream at once?
Yes, I have. Okay, that's what it sounds like. Interesting. Anyway, that was it, really, for my week. That and using Play Switch to swap games with people and playing Akarium. And lots of Super Mario Lost Levels. I'm still playing
Would
that.
you like to go on with your week? You don't have to end now. I mean, really, I'm serious.
And now I'm drinking wine.
I've been playing. I've been trying to finish. What's that underwater game that I'm playing?
Echo the Dolphin.
No, the good one, the
Sega
shooter,
CD.
the
Barbie Horse Beach Party underwater.
The one with the Little Mermaid chick.
No.
The
Little Mermaid.
Yeah. I know the one you're talking about.
The Little Mermaid.
No. I'm playing the shooter with the big daddies and little girls, and I'm trying to finish.
Oh, BioShock.
BioShock, yes.
Oh, BioShock.
You guys are going in a completely different direction.
Well, I've never
Shooter
I
with
BioShock.
mermaids, yeah.
I recently purchased BioShock on Steam.
Of course you did.
I borrowed it from a friend. Okay.
You mean torrented?
Brent, how was your week?
So on the loudspeaker.
No, what's up with you, Brent, this week?
Oh, Brent. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's here too.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, he just turned you off.
Wow, you just got powered off. The chat room knew exactly. They all said BioShock, BioShock, BioShock. And then,
It's kind of cool how it came back. Anyway, Eric pretty much told most of my week with the stories on the fun server.
Oh, whoops.
Well, no, it's good. It keeps the week shorter, right?
Yeah.
But I've pretty much just played on the fun server. I don't know what it is. It's like this thing I have that says, okay, no one's on there. Let me get on there and see if I can seed it and get some more people on there. And usually it does.
Yeah.
We get like 20 people on there.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can get 26 people on server 1 or server number 5.
Yeah, did we ever mention that before? We upped everything?
We've mentioned it in some places, but we upped both those servers to 26. Apparently, we had some lag issues. I talked with GameServers.com to see if they could fix it.
Wow. Been a while since I heard that joke.
You're welcome.
Game servers!
I'm Captain Game Server.
You mean flame servers? Yeah, it just doesn't work, does
I've
it?
got Gibbs all over me. Anyway, go.
And the really only thing I had to say with that is jetpacks suck, except for on certain maps.
Jetpacks suck in general.
They are
I am inclined to agree.
for certain things.
They are fun killers for most things.
Yes.
though.
I'll tell you, the fun killer is no clip. I'll tell you what, you do no clip, and you're basically saying, okay, I'm leaving after this game. And so are the rest of you.
Yes.
I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
So I don't really like either one of those in too much. But I seem to stay on 5. Like, incessantly.
Yeah, it seemed to be your first instinct when you came over and we're like, all right, let's kick out some TF2 real quick before working on this video. I was totally heading for 4 just because... And I even said it. I was like, hey, look at all these cool people playing on 4 right now.
Yeah, but
one
there's no
looked
room.
very empty. One had like 3 people. So it's like, all right. Oh, yeah, actually, there was no room. That was the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. But, there's nothing like showing someone who hasn't played the game before or even seen it server 5 first, because, you're pretty much guaranteed they'll never buy it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the goal, but I should have thought about it. Anyway, and then y'all got me into Ikarium today.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I started that today. So
Gamma
I'll
server.
join
That's
that.
awesome. What resource do you have on your island?
Wine.
Wino.
We're celebrating. That's why you brought the wine over, right?
I do. I'm ready to move on to the next one if you want to kick that back there, Brent.
All right, we're just getting all
Next one,
lined
we're
up.
going for Bellbird Bay Merlot.
Are they
last one
paying
was
us for that
delicious.
advertisement?
This is an Australian Merlot.
Azrael wanted to ask you about port. He was asking me if you knew anything about port. So you should get in touch with him.
What is
Port?
port?
Port is actually port is also
Thank
known
you.
as fortified wine. Have you ever
Blah,
had?
blah, 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 blah. Talk to him.
Probably preferably not on the podcast.
Yeah.
God, you guys are jerks.
But with the new wine podcast, the video podcast.
I'm going to work on a wine video podcast.
Yeah, that and Arby's guys, of course.
Yep.
Of course.
Yes.
And
We even got Spencer
Horsey.
on board for Arbycast.
I'm horsey.
I'm cheesy.
and I'm beefy.
And I'm jalapeno.
And so the rest of my week was spent with my son playing soccer because I'm now the assistant coach for his soccer team. So that's taken some
Yeah, you
time.
mentioned that last week.
And he won his second game. I'm sure it's all because of him, and he's a little young for the game at the moment. Like
You
we
know,
put him
he
on
needs to
offense and
start-
he was flying around with his arms out like an airplane, and we had to tell him, look at the ball.
How old is your son again?
He's 6.
Yeah. Soccer at 6. That's a...
You need to get him losing so that he's properly prepared for life.
Well, we practice, and I shoot the balls at him in the goal, and I usually get him in, or hit him really hard with him. So he's learning life. But the funny thing was, the real coach came up with the name for the soccer team finally, and he came up with the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
And he thought it was the bird, but and apparently I shouldn't have been walking around making the jokes about having a blue pot leaf on our jerseys, because that's how we do 6-year-olds. And I was like, are we gonna have to change practice to 4:20 every day? And, apparently it was just me who thought it was funny then. But I'm glad y'all are laughing. Anyway, that's it.
Yes, you are here. By the way, did you see that Improv Anywhere bit where where they took a little league baseball game and they brought in like professional sportscasters and they had all the kids' names and they had a bunch of fans show up and they made it look like a professional game and all the kids weren't in on it. They just were like,
Oh, that's awesome. I haven't seen that one yet. Pretty new, I take it.
It's called The Best Game Ever, and it was the Improv Everywhere is a great site, regardless.
It
and you
is.
should go check it out. So
I'm putting this in the notes too.
Does that
so
have
we can put
anything to
it
do
in
with TF2?
I'm gonna say yes, and then you're gonna shut up.
Okay.
Oh. So anyway, let's move on to On the Loudspeaker, news and discussion.
Loudspeaker.
Thank you for making an annoying announcement after I just made a regular announcement.
He's good for that.
Improv
The first thing on here...
Wait.
The first thing on here, Wes, do you want to... Wes, you want to do the first thing on here?
Sure. Actually, we got mentioned on Gamers with Jobs, number 81, their podcast number 81. They enjoyed our match a lot, and they want a rematch. And it's really funny, though, because you know how I joked around about how I've been sucking and how the team probably would have done better in the match if I hadn't been involved.
Oh, yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Spencer, are you talking, or are you just like spitting out a bunch of garbage?
I can't help it. I open my mouth and hate falls out.
Anyway, well, it's so funny because the podcasters over there are also saying the same thing. They're like, if I happen to be out of town that week, we might actually win. So,
I noticed during our scoring that consistently the podcast hosts were towards the bottom half of the scoring on both sides. I don't know what that says, but
now let's be fair. Certus was playing an engineer, which Ivy's a good player, but her score wasn't that good either. So
yeah,
I'm having mercy.
Well, I listened to the Gamers with Jobs podcast, and they said that they have a secret weapon. They have someone who is really, really awesome, and that we should fear. Oh, okay. Yeah. So is that true, or is that just
no, Tempest? No, wait.
So that sniper, or is this someone new?
No. Actually, they were talking about someone else, and I'm not convinced that's a secret weapon.
Well, that's okay. Uber Servers is giving us some people for the next match.
That's true. We have Aimbot Jones. He's gonna be joining us. And also have
No Clip Nefrati.
That's true. Him too. And Jetpack
Jeffries.
Phillips. Oh, Jeffries. Oh, yeah, both of them.
The brothers. Yeah. It was the same first name apparently. Anyway, and apparently we're playing on server 5. Did they know that yet?
I think this is a good time to mention, just as a reminder, that this Wednesday, the 30th, is our epic confrontation with Evil Avatar.
Nice.
Just a quick reminder, if you want to play, join the Steam chat room, about 30 minutes before 9 Eastern?
Right. So at
or
about
45. We're going to try and
7:30 Central.
Maybe we should try to do something different this time and get the team together beforehand.
I don't know. We want to make sure we have the people available that are there.
Yeah.
Okay, but we could always say, for subs, be there 30 minutes ahead of time, and if people don't show up within 15 minutes...
We're going to do it the same way.
Oh, man, that was horrid.
Do we still have that weird rule that you made up, Wes?
What?
The tying and the...
I think we should go with the same rules. I think they're legitimate.
We doing the same maps?
I don't know.
I think it depends. I do not... They have specifically requested that we not play 2 Fort.
Well, of course, because they saw how much we owned people with it.
No, because 2 Fort isn't
with
really
jobs.
I think... We all agree that 2 Fort has sort of lost its luster for a lot of us, and they're among that. I also think it depends on if Gold Rush is out by then, because if Gold Rush is out, we might have to play that. All of us play a map that we all suck at. I think
that's true, and I think that's what they said too on their show.
Yeah,
they want to
do Gold Rush, and I think we should do Mach 4 on one of these matches.
Badlands.
I think
Badlands.
I think the rule should be whenever GLaDOS says you win, you win. That's the rule. If she says you lose, then you lose. Very easy. And that way she keeps score.
But there'll be lots of ties.
Yeah. There's no issue with winning or losing. It's ties.
I don't
keep playing until GLaDOS says you win.
Well, I'm disagreeing. We're gonna.
Yeah, Eric, I think that's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Outvoted.
That's a mechanic introduced by Valve to let.
Have you tried this delicious wine? If you're drinking it, you can't talk.
Delicious wine.
So moving on, we do have a new server, number 6. It was created by Nivek 2.0 for his own amusement and for the use of the community. Does anybody know what it's specifically for?
It is specifically for testing maps for the map makers.
Yes, it is so that the people who are designing new maps have a place to put it, and we'll have people log on and try those maps.
And that makes a lot of sense, because he used to ask me a lot if I could pop on and change maps, and I would tell him, no, I'm busy. So
I can't see.
So
you
I'm glad.
That.
Yeah, I could totally see me saying that. Let's see.
Are you saying that you?
So thanks
busy?
A lot for that.
Is that what,
I'm not. Shut up.
Is that what you say when you tell me that you're busy?
Shut up.
Image does.
Wes. So thank you very much, Nivek. We always appreciate another server. And everyone else, if you have a map that you want to test, take it over to Nivek and server number 6.
Mm-hmm. And now I believe we have a question.
Is that what we got? Is it time for a frit?
Oh, yes, we have a question from a frit.
A frit time.
Hey there guys, Ifrit here with this random question of the week. My question this week is one that's been asked before, but seeing that you guys always change your minds every week or so, I think it's about time this question is asked again. What is your favourite custom map and what is your favourite Valve map? Pretty simple question, and thank you again for making me play of the week. I was very chuffed about that. Bye bye.
So let's see. My favorite Valve map is still Dust Bowl. My favorite custom map right now... I'm going to have to go with Turbine, I think. I still like Turbine an awful lot.
Cool.
I'm going to have to go with custom Mach 4.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to go with... man, it's kind of a tie. Old school, Gravel Pit, and Badlands. I really like Badlands, even though people don't seem to like it that much.
I like Badlands an awful lot. I just don't like it as well as Dust Bowl.
The trick with Badlands is it really seems to be flexible. Like, it doesn't feel rigid in that there are particular strategies that always seem to work with Badlands. Mm-hmm. Like, it really...
And it's less of a rushing map than the Wellish ones as well, I think.
Yes. And with Badlands, like you seem to get in these fights, and really the makeup of the team depends on decides how the fight is going to go. I don't know. I just find it to be one of the more dynamic maps around. I'm still sticking with what I've always said, which is I'm going for Mach 4 and Dust Bowl. I mean, those are clean, good, easy to play maps with some flexibility and some strategy that you can develop. Like, one of the things while I compliment Badlands on its flexibility, I also think that Badlands doesn't seem to have any consistent strategy that you can build on. You're adapting all the time, and I don't think that you can, really work on making a solid strategy that will work time and time again.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Eric?
My favorite custom is Turbine. Mach 4 is a very close second, though, but Turbine is still my favorite. And my favorite Valve is Dust Bowl, so the same two that you chose, Spencer. My favorite leg of Dust Bowl, however, is 3.
I feel like I should just say...
Talk over
I want to give an honorable mention to Brent for shutting up. I want to give an honorable mention to...
Nice.
I want to give an honorable mention to Corporation. I think Corporation, it's a newer map that I haven't played a whole lot, but I really like it a whole lot.
And what I was saying was that on Dust Bowl, it really seems like there's a lot of wasted kind of space in it. It's like leg 1 of, or capture point 1 of leg 1 just seems kind of like, why even have it there? It's just like, it gets capped so fast for the most part that it's
Oh, I totally
pointless.
Disagree, man. Sometimes you can get a nice defense there, and it's epic defense. When you defend point 1, it rules.
Yeah, 1 out of 40,000 billion times.
I agree. When it lasts a long time, it's fun, but for the most part, it just goes so quick that NGs don't even try to set up in 1 anymore. They just go to 2.
Untrue. Absolutely, they set up in 1.
I see everybody at the gates at 1 waiting to die to go to 2.
But anyway, that's for another podcast.
I think we should definitely play that for a match again and actually have some strategy.
Okay.
But anyway, okay.
That's for our Dust Bowl Part 2.
So, any other comments on that question? Very good question.
I think that's good. Thanks, Ifrit. Appreciate it. Let's see this next thing. I did not put this here, so I am not going to read it. Who put this here?
I didn't put it there.
I did.
The medical.
It seems really sarcastic. Was it U.S.?
Yeah.
No, that's not me. I'm not the sarcastic one. That's totally Spencer.
Well, he already said he didn't do it, though.
Yeah, right, whatever. I'm totally
I'm going to
sarcastic.
read what it says here. Maybe it'll click in someone's head.
I did it.
Oh, okay.
What? I already said I did it.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Well, you guys were talking.
Oh, you said it to yourself.
Weak. But yeah, it's about the nerfs to medics, the medic achievements.
Nerf it, Jones.
Nerf it, Jones.
So what exactly are the nerfs?
Well, they are easier to obtain now, and apparently you can get them in 10 hours. You can get all 39 of them. There are a few pictures that have uprooted from someone's Flickr account. It's kind of up in the air whether this guy is an actual employee of Valve or not. Either way, he's got some kind of convincing pictures of the new or of the finalized or now nerfed medic achievements, and we'll link to those. He also has a couple of pictures of the Valve Studios, so it kind of ups the credibility for these photos.
So and that's what all the info is coming from, is this one guy who says that it'll take that long. And
as far as I know, yes, and we'll be linking to a forum post where this occurred, and there's another forum post pretty much saying the exact same thing over at Steam-powered forums. So there's two forums now with the same kind of thread. So, this could be a internet rumor going around. Either way, it's interesting looking at the screenshots.
If this is true, then all that's really going to happen is the goalpost is moved. Now people are going to whine about them being too easy instead of them being too hard. That's the thing about this, is no matter what Valve does, people are going to complain and cry their little whiny eyes out about how it's not what they would have done. So you know what?
Yeah, and the fact that they have spent so much time modifying these achievements might be why it's taking so long. They promised us before, although I don't get my hopes up. It's Valve, or any company it's hard to meet deadlines, right? Especially when you want them as highly polished as Valve and notoriously Blizzard and stuff like that. So
when's TF3 coming out?
2027.
No, it'll be 2050.
In the year 2025. Sorry.
Okay, so that's that.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got an MP3 question here?
It looks like it, and this one is from Positive Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, guys. This is Positive Josh on Steam. I just have a question and a comment. My question is, do you guys have any idea? I know, obviously, we've all done this as an engineer, been shot to death by our own sentries. But I doubt this is the case, but I wanted to see if you guys knew anything. Can an engineer sentry kill members of his own team the same way it can kill him? And then the other thing I wanted to say was that I hear a lot of flack given to the Xbox 360 version of TF2, in terms of its community, in terms of the griefers and all the cheaters and all the potty mouth little kids. Well, let me tell you guys something. I've been playing the 360 version of TF2 for about 4 months now, and I've run into maybe 2 guys that were skywalking, 1 clan that completely camped our spawn and steamrolled us, and every little kid I've met, I'd say about...
Okay, and sorry, but it got cut off right there. That was a call to us on Skype, but we basically got the gist of the potty mouth little kids on 360.
No, okay, so
the whole thing. So let's get the first. Let's get the
that he has.
Let's get the first thing out of the way. Let's get the first thing out of the way first. It was this question about what engineer turns. Can they ever kill anyone on the team?
No.
They can. They can only kill the engineer that built it.
Kill
That's
yourself.
it.
Yeah,
Just
it's like rockets.
Kill yourself.
And demo grenades.
Grenades, exactly. Right. Now the second thing, you know what? I play a lot on live as well. I haven't played a whole lot of Orange Box on live because clearly I'm playing the better version. But
suck up.
Every other game I have played on live. You are playing on some magical other Xbox Live where this doesn't happen. In fact, I have a story about this. Just this week, I went to a Call of Duty 4 tournament here, local in town. Try and meet some people, have a good time. And I went and I played and I had fun. And I discovered people that talk in real life like they do on live. It was scary. I seriously wanted to punch them. But everyone who plays on, well, apparently not everyone, almost everyone who plays on live knows about the gutter that it is. And I really do envy you for your positive experience, because that's not the experience of most people. that's it. That's all we got for on the loudspeaker, right?
Well, we have enough of, and as far as that question, we also get potty mouth people, on our regular servers. So this is, and we're like kicking people out. So
yeah, the night that Eric and I were playing over there, actually it was a different night we were playing. We had, I believe it was Ivy was on, and some guy came on and heard her talking, and it was just like, he turned into this, where do you work? And it was like, what are you doing? Why aren't you asking me where I work? What's going on with this?
What he said was, he was like, so what are you all about? And she's like, oh, well, I'm an NG. And he's like, no. Like, what do you do? Like, what are you all about? And everybody's so
she didn't
quiet.
answer the question right. I asked her twice.
Oh, I see what you did there.
And like everybody got so quiet, and he just keeps going on and on. It wasn't like the other time where someone was belligerent, drunk, and totally just really nasty. But like it was just kind of like, hey, so you're a girl who plays TF2? Let's talk about it for a while. So yeah,
would you like some Courvoisier?
Man, I wish I was there for that. That would have been awesome.
And like everybody in this on the server except this guy knew Ivy and knew what was going on. So it was just kind of creepy. So anyway, and actually the first thing is like, am I hearing a little kid or is that a girl? That was how he introduced himself to the server.
Oh yeah, that's how it always starts.
It was just like, if it was the kid, well, what are you up to? It was like, okay, time to get this boy off the server.
Yikes.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's cool. Yeah. Next up, we've got reconnaissance. Reconnaissance.
And today we have Snofort.
Map discussion. Snofort, the all-popular map, because it has a companion cube on it.
It's where it's Christmas forever.
Who wants to drive this? Do you want to drive one for once? Do you want to drive it, Eric?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You love this map.
No, I do. I totally love it. I make a point to play this map every week, although I didn't play it last week. So, this is a CTF map where it's, I guess it's kind of set up like 2-fort, where you have two forts and you have a long stretch in between. You have a long back way from the 2 forts, and that goes through tunnels, through a big mountain, and then you pop out in the backyard of the other fort. So you can either go forward or behind. If you go forward, it's where snipers hang out. You can't really snipe efficiently from the back routes or from the routes from the backyards. The forts are nice because they're 2-story. The second story of each fort is just kind of a little balcony area, just a little walkway. The inside of the fort is where your intel rooms are. And let's see, what else am I missing? Oh, right in the center of the map, whereas on 2-fort the bridge would be, there is a cliff that you can stand on, and you can build turrets or snipe people that are walking around on the bottom of the pathway, I guess.
And that outcropping that is there goes to the back tunnel, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
This cliff basically connects the front path and the back path together. But
it's kind of a one-way trip unless you're a soldier or demo. It's hard to get up.
Yeah.
It's not even an easy sticky or rocket jump, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Well, it's pretty easy rocket jump.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a popular place for teleporters and turrets and things like that, for people that want to try to stop the other team from migrating over to the other side, because it's a great median spot. It's a good place for a teleporter as well. Although if you're going to put a teleporter there, you kind of need to put a sentry there to, protect it. So it's kind of a little a bottleneck, I guess. Let's see. Anything special about it? Oh, there is a companion cube in this map.
Movable.
And it's movable. You can shoot it and it bounces around with physics. It's really fun.
And it actually becomes more of a part of the game than anything I've seen from like another map.
Huh?
People will go and rush to get both of them to the room to block the door.
Yeah.
I've
And
seen it
they
trying
block
to block
the intel
the shaft upstairs. You can pretty much keep the shaft unused if you take them up there and put them in there. Anyway, that's getting a little more into the...
But
yeah, he didn't mention that there is a little mine shaft that if you follow it all the way up, you drop down directly into the intelligence room.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the little vent that you can drop down into.
Overall, Snofort is actually a very, very simple map. It's just 2 forts with 2 pathways connecting the forts. But it's just... I really like it too. I don't think I'm quite as fond of it as Eric is, but it's a very solid map. And I know a lot of people are getting sick of it, but I'm not one of them at this point.
And another thing about the cube I didn't know about, and I'm taking word for it here from St. Carrot, but he says you can build a sentry on the cube itself and then shoot the cube out.
Oh, neat. I haven't tried
know
that.
you could do
What?
I've never heard of that.
That doesn't make
I haven't
any
either,
sense.
but
I'm arguing with that.
Interesting.
We'll go try it after with the podcast.
That sounds like a great idea.
Another neat thing about this map is it's one of the few maps where it's snowing and it's also nighttime all the time, so it's a very dark map. I think it's easy on the eyes. A lot of people say, oh, it's too dark and depressing and I don't like it. But I like it because it is dark. It is different and it's always Christmas time. It's a Christmas map. It says Happy Holidays at the beginning when you first start it. But
I don't think I've ever thought of the map as being dark. I mean, I know it's night outside, but that's not the first thing I would say when I describe it.
There's snow on the ground, so the ground is all white, so I have a hard time believing it's dark as well.
Right, exactly, yeah. Let's see, what was anything else?
One thing I love about this map, I hate snipers, and it is possible to play this game without dealing with any snipers.
It's true.
Very true.
As long as you
true.
just play in the back through the mine shaft, for the most part, you will never see any snipers.
Yeah,
and it's delightful, and it makes me happy.
Yeah, that's a good point. I play Engie and Pyro a lot, and as a Pyro, actually as both classes, I always take the back way, and just like 2 Fort, the back way is kind of similar to a sewer system. It's kind of a tight area. You can walk through, flame people all you want to, and you never have to be in the open area, which is the front path. And
there are some things with the back way that I like a lot more than other maps. Like most of the maps, you go the back way and it's going to take you twice as long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty straightforward. It's really 2 different paths, and neither one has really a negative except for snipers and pyros. Going either way, kind of like that. So I think that's one of the things I like about it. It's pretty direct.
Yeah.
And the front way tends to be there's almost a completely different game that goes on in the front way. It's snipers and scouts and soldiers and a couple of demo men.
And fighting for the big health kit right in the center of the field.
And mostly it's keeping a front up. I think that almost every single flag cap happens via the mines in the back.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But if you do neglect the front way, then it will bite you.
Yes.
I will say that speaking as a heavy player, I never go out there. Holy crap, that place is like instant death on a stick.
Yes.
It's like...
There is one thing that a lot of people are confused about. Say you're in the front yard of a fort. There is no way you can get to the backyard without going inside of the fort and out the back door.
Yep.
It may look like you can, sticky jump or rocket jump, but because you can see the backyard from the front yard, you just can't get there. There's
a path between the front yard and the backyard too. A little tunnel on either side that you can go through.
Huh?
What are you smoking, dude?
No, seriously. Like in the middle of the back way, there is a path that juts out to the side, and if you go through that path, you'll end up in the front yard.
It goes through the lodge. Like you go up the stairs through the lodge.
No, it's not in the lodge. It's in the middle of the back way.
Oh, you're talking about where you're overlooking the field upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I think Eric's talking about like right around the lodge, those 2 areas that kind of look like you could get through.
Yeah, I was just saying that there is another way to get through other than going through the lodge.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
But yeah, that's right. But I just see when I'm playing, and I play this map a lot, I see a lot of people spending a lot of time trying to rocket jump and sticky jump and just messing around.
Now, you can't shoot through those, though.
You can shoot through them?
Because that's how I'll take out... A lot of times people like to put sentries like by the steps or under the steps, and you can't... Oh, hey.
See, I never knew that because as a Pyro and NG, I've never needed to shoot...
Hey, if I had a few glasses, I could be making this crap up.
Now we are moving on to Caro Tinto.
Yes, we are moving on to another wine right now.
Yekla version of Spain.
And just for reference, the first wine so far is my favorite.
That was Montenegro Pinot Noir.
I really like
I've really enjoyed my beer.
Abita, you did.
And let's see. What else wonderful things can we say about this excellent map?
I'd say strategy-wise, though, it's pretty standard in terms of a capture the flag map. You want to keep up solid fronts to prevent an easy get-through. At the same time, you want to open up the enemy defense to let your offensive people through. Mm-hmm. Now, one thing that it does allow is a little bit more sneakiness, because it seems like you can get through the mine tunnels pretty easily in a lot of cases. It's not that easy to defend, or it's just not defended very often. I don't know which, but you can then drop down into the intel room and grab it. Now, the side note to that is there's almost always like two or three sentries in that room waiting to destroy you. So you have to work with a spy to be able to pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I usually like to take the back road and then go in the side tunnel. Not into the lodge, but the one right past the lodge, and go through that way. Because usually you can get the sentries from the door jumping in and stuff.
It's also really fun to pop down from the top if you've got an Uber, because the sentries can't push you anywhere. You're right there against the wall. So if you're playing a heavy, you actually can take out like 3 or 4 pieces of NG equipment before anything happens.
Mm-hmm. And another thing to keep in mind on this map, because it does kind of play a big part of it, is the respawn rooms. They're pretty much right there in the open. I mean, you're going to come out of there and probably be in fire, so be prepared for it.
Yeah.
It is very possible to spawn camp here. I find it particularly repulsive.
And if you want to, the best way to do it is get upstairs on the balcony and come from the side.
I do it all the time. It's so much fun.
Yeah, spawn camping is an issue with this map. I still
fun.
like it. I don't really know why I like it so much.
But it's fun.
There are, I guess, a quick rundown of ammo and health. There's a full health in the front, right smack in the center of the map, in the front path. There's a big old health sitting there. There is a medium-sized health in each of the forts on the first floor in the corner.
Isn't there an ammo in the middle too for each side? There's like a little hump that you can hide behind, and there's an ammo behind
right
it.
behind walls. There's like little walls.
Oh, they're walls or they're rocks?
They're like little walls. Yeah. It's kind of made up like as if you were to play a snowball fight and you have little walls you can duck behind. That's how I kind of picture this map. There's, like we said, there's, I think there are, medium ammo kits or something like that. There are, actually, that's about it.
Yeah, it's a pretty low ammo health kit map.
Yeah.
There's a small ammo and health underneath the
in the lodge.
Yeah, he mentioned that.
And isn't there something
in the back way? I can't think of any in the back way.
Yeah, I can't either.
No.
Huh. Is there anything at the top?
There is in the mine shaft. There's some ammo up in the very, very back corner of the mine shaft. There's
where it's broken.
There's an ammo there.
Oh, you mean if you pass the vent and keep going?
Yeah, it's right past the vent, and there's an ammo there.
Okay. I forget about that one.
That's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah. Spies, I would suggest going the front path, because there's a lot of room and you can go invis and really run.
The problem is it uses up your invisibility before you get to the other side. Ideally what you want to do is there's too much visibility there. There's too many chances of getting shot, unless you're going to do a really elaborate backwards dressed as the other side dance.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I guess. The back way though, it's always full of. It's always
Death?
full of demo men.
And death?
Pyros and demo men really kind of rule that back mine shaft.
And chaoses.
That's
the way I go as a soldier, even.
Well, the thing with the back hallway is that there's a hump on it. Mm-hmm. So if you can manage to get near the top of it, you can launch your grenades over the top and have them roll down the other side.
Right.
Which, even though they might not, do a lot of damage because they're rolling past people, they're a very deterrent. I mean, they're a very good deterrent towards to stop moving forward.
Right.
Yeah.
And to force the team to go the other route, which is the front, and get sniped.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
do we want to talk about, let's see. I don't really think there's a whole lot of class specific. We could talk about mushmouth. We can talk about sentry placement.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the easiest one is going to you do not want to place your sentry underneath the vent in the flag room,
right? Because someone will see it and shoot it,
right? I don't even recommend placing them right near the intel. Mm-hmm. It's too close, and I think that some demolitions can get down there and blow things up.
Pyro or something.
Yeah. However, as soon as you enter the flag room, straight ahead of you in that back left corner is a good spot. Mm-hmm. And immediately to the right once you come in the room. Like just off to the side, so it's sort of protecting the other gun and anybody who drops out of the shaft. Mm-hmm. Pushes them back into the corner. I often build a lot just outside. Like what I'll do is I will build in the
front yard or backyard.
No, in the hallway right in front of the flag room.
Oh yeah, the hallway is a great spot. Yeah, I like
yeah, it gets people from two directions. It's a good spot.
Yes, and a lot of times people just run around the corner and not expect it. And even once they do, they've got to get by whatever team is in front. So they're usually like the hallway's kind of protected, and if you're there trying to shoot things that are inside the flag room, nobody's going to see you. But if you're in the hallway trying to in the hallway before the hallway, and you're trying to shoot the gun that's in the hallway, a lot of times you will get team aggro from the people in the middle of the cabin.
I like that, team aggro.
Yeah,
nice.
But yeah, I've seen people set up sentries inside the fort on the second floor. On the railing, and I don't
pointing
know,
out the back door.
Yeah, it just doesn't last long. Sure, it's okay. You'll get a kill or two, but it doesn't last long. And if just be prepared to keep rebuilding it if that's where you really want to put it. In the backyard, a sentry will stay up for a little bit as well, not very long. Now, that place that we talked about a while ago, right in the center of the map, up on the cliff, that divides the two sides, that's an excellent spot for one. That will last a little bit longer.
I have not had any luck putting them facing the front yard. On that ledge facing the front yard, I don't get any good luck. Mm-mm. But if you can set up a position at that middle point where you are, you've got a teleporter set up on the ledge, you've got a gun protecting the teleporter and the dispenser, and you can get one or two people hanging out with you defending the place, it creates an excellent forward position that is very defendable and can be used to keep that entire back mine shaft under your team's control.
Yeah. And the biggest weakness for that is a soldier jumping up from the middle of the map, because they can shoot it without getting shot by the gun.
That's where snipers are valuable, is shooting people like Brent.
Yeah, so keep an eye on that.
So we want to talk about spray placement. I know that's one of your favorite topics, Eric.
On the cube.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
On the cube.
Actually, can I go back a little bit?
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's talk about. We talked about teleporters. Finding a teleporter entrance is very difficult here. If you put it on the ledge in front of the spawn, it'll get blown up a lot
every time.
So typically, what I'll do is I'll actually put the teleporter in the flag room and let people know that it's there.
That's a good idea,
because then it's there, it's close to spawn. but it's not.
That's interesting. The place I always put mine is if you go out the back door and immediately put it on your left, and that's right before the cave entrance.
Right.
So that, people in the cave, they can't see it.
Right.
But it's just right outside of it. And I see that it lasts a little while, not forever, of course, know, but it's a good spot.
Under the stairs is good, too. Like under the stairs in the lodge or under the stairs even outside. Yeah. The exits, now, if you're an engineer and you've got all your stuff built and you feel like it's reasonably protected, your goal is to go to the other side mine shaft and go just keep on going to the dead end, okay, where there's a little bitty tiny alcove right at the end there, and you can put a teleporter exit there.
Yeah, that's my favorite spot.
If you can get it there, and that is an fantastic, if you can get 2 or 3 people defending that, you have created an excellent defendable point. You can even move your sentry gun there, and it's pretty sweet. But every defensive team should do circles where they're sweeping up into their vents, and they look up there in that mine shaft to make sure that there's no teleporter exit up there.
Yeah, especially if you've got like a pyro hanging out with you in the flag room. Get them to just sweep around there, and they can drop down the shaft and just kind of make circles.
Yeah, and in case you don't know how far that is from the intel, if you take a teleporter there, you will be about 2 seconds away from the intel.
Yep.
So, excellent spot there.
You can get a heavy in that hallway. Tasty.
tasty bacon.
Okay, well let's kind of get this moving along here. Do we want to talk about spray locations?
We can't understand you. Your head's, it's like cinema verite.
What is that?
Anyway, do we want to talk about sentry locations?
Oh wait.
Oh, not sentry.
Sentry or
spray.
This is a tough one. Obviously, if you drop down from your spawn, turn around, and start walking straight into the hallway before the flag, right there in front of you is probably the best place. It's well lit, and anybody who's coming in to see the intel is going to get it.
Right.
Now, my favorite, no, it's not a high traffic area, I know, but is in the vent, like right before you drop down into the room.
Nice. So only the select few see it. I like to stick it somewhere in the middle, usually in the back, in the mine shafts. Right in the middle, there's a kind of a flat wall there. I like to spray. So,
Spencer, I know how much you love this discussion.
I could care less about spray placement. That's why I never talk during this segment. I don't think it's relevant or interesting.
It's time for you to talk.
That's my discussion about it. I don't think it's relevant or interesting. So.
Well, so now we move on to
listener contributions.
Listener contributions.
Dun, dun.
Okay.
No more wine for Brent.
Okay, I want to start this off with sprays because we just got finished talking about sprays. We have some great sprays that SB has made, and these are the Control Point After Dark sprays. These things rock. And basically what they're used for is, those late nights when you're drinking on Friday night, or maybe you're not drinking, but it's late on a Friday night and you're getting
Sunday
silly.
Night.
And you just want to, represent some Control Point After Dark.
CP represent.
Put your grill in, put your sprays on, get down.
I feel a little guilty because I feel like I sort of started Control Point After Dark, and I had a realization last time I declared it CP After Dark. We had a bunch of like teenagers from Australia there, and I was like, oh. That's the problem with having an international community.
Right.
It's never after dark everywhere.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. And, and I was just because you're saying that, on a Friday night, I'll stay up until all the Europeans come out, and then I'm like, oh, it's time to go to sleep. I've been down here way too long.
But some of them are really funny. Like one of them has a soldier putting the big, salute up, the big L on his head.
Yeah.
And it says, if God had wanted you to go out on Friday nights, he wouldn't have made Control Point After Dark.
Yeah. Yeah, these are really good sprays. We'll link that for sure.
Some of them are slightly lascivious. One of them has an engineer, and it's got a dispenser dispenser sort of blurred out like porn, and it says, "Guess what I'm erecting."
And then, of course, there's the West has a hard on.
Well, yes.
Which brings me to something else. I hate to drift off track like this, but
drift away.
We have just procured a new button making machine that makes heart buttons.
No way.
It's on the way from Japan right now.
That is
holy
incredible.
crap! That is the most awesome thing ever. I want 90 of them. 90 of them.
Well, we're also looking for one that makes jellyfish, but we haven't found that one.
Yeah. We did, however, see the video of the flying jellyfish. Did you see that?
I did.
That was awesome. Yeah,
that was really soothing.
And also, who was it? Clyde made the jellyfish. What is it called? When he
thong.
No, like some kind of computer render. I forget what it's called.
Clamp?
Oh, fractal.
Nipple clamp?
He made a jellyfish fractal for me. It's pretty awesome
Nice.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like.
But
the fractal
let's see.
master.
Let's get back to our contributions here. We got what is this? Plastic Toy Soldiers Skinpack. What's that?
Oh yeah, by Flaming Menace. It's basically one side is green and one side is beige. Just like remember that game in the was it about mid-90s? It was
Army Men.
Army Men.
Army Men. Yeah,
you know, which was based upon Sandbox Army Men from when I was a kid.
Men, yeah.
right.
Because I'm old.
Drink.
Oh, everybody drink.
Right.
Got it.
That's okay. They should be trashed after all that jellyfish talk.
That's true.
But anyway,
It's a good set. I mean, he did a good job. Flaming Menace, he's done a couple other things skin-wise, and it's a pretty good set. I haven't put it on there yet, but it'd be a neat thing if you could, somehow maybe turn it on and off, like maybe on a Toy Fort or a Snofort map on the fun server one night or something, and it'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
the second thing that we have is the City CP project, and this was proposed by Randdalf. And what he did was, we have that silly little City CP thing, the little browser game where you log on and give us more population and blah blah blah. Anyway, well, there was a whole joke on like the chat on that, talking about how long it would take for it to become a TF2 map. Well, what Randdalf did was he created some small templates. He's made a 1x1, a 1x2, and a 2x2 template. And what you do is you create your own map on that template, keeping in mind that you are that's essentially a block on a street, and you make your own building and your map within the building and all that kind of stuff. And then he's going to put them all together, and we're going to have City CP. And I think it's
I'm really excited about this. I'm even going to try and learn Hammer just so I can make something for this. It's really cool.
I actually got abused the other day. People saw me in SDK and were like, "What are you doing in there?
Get out of there, Wes."
Because I'm not evidently allowed to do anything.
You're going to break something
other than play TF2, Oblivion, and WoW. But
yeah.
But yeah, so I started poking around with it as well, and I remembered why I hate Hammer.
Because you suck with it.
I'm going to go with the fact that it sucks, period. But I do want to do a map.
Wes, have you ever used a map editor in your entire life?
I'm going to say yes.
See,
that's untrue, though. You have never used a map editor in your entire life.
I'm definitely going to give this a shot. This is really cool because I love making maps. Lately I don't have time to even finish my previous maps, so I can do a little building though. I can squeeze some time in for that.
But I think it's going to be really cool to create. I just think that the idea of having a bunch of user created content, even if it's just jointed and silly, I don't know. The idea that eventually,
kind of like the podcast,
exactly. As a matter of fact, a train wreck. I'm
moving on.
A train
moving
wreck
on.
block. Yes,
I'm gonna ride the train.
Choo-choo, baby.
And let's see what else we have here. Anyway, we'll link that in the show notes, and everybody with any map related skills, or even without, check it out. It ought to be pretty cool. Let's see. The next thing we have on here is the new Sentry with 200 levels by Nivekeryas. It's a forum post in our forum. Who put this in here? Wants to talk about it?
I didn't.
I didn't.
But if you open up a link, I can.
No, I never put the. We're all denying that we put this in here. Who put this in here?
I didn't put
Well,
any
I'll
of
talk
this
about
in
it because I'm looking at it right now. It's just kind of it was something. He says that the Steam chat and he came up with. It's just a new idea for a Sentry gun that has 200 levels instead of 3 levels, and some of them are pretty funny. It starts off semi-automatic gun level 1, level 2 dual miniguns, level 3 quad rocket launcher, level 4 flamethrower, level 5 2 more miniguns, level 6 ability to slide, level 7 can jump unsappable, level 8 can now double jump and headshot,
Nice.
level 9 can fly. Level 10 becomes a... I'm going to keep going until they're not funny anymore. Level 10 becomes a server admin with limited powers.
Nice.
Level 11 learns no clip. Then it can kick people. Then it can ban people. Can call in the paramilitary strike force. It can reset the server without killing itself or its engineer. Can hack game servers, becomes GLaDOS. Can hack the U.S. military mainframe. I'm not going to read this next one. And then it just keeps going. Can play TF2 for you at level 90. Level 95 can bend time. Level 99 can sing the Wes Wilson song.
Time.
Or Wes will sing it instead. And, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's some good stuff there.
We could definitely use that for the fun server.
That's the funny.
Yeah.
Especially the part about it, becoming a server admin. I'd love to see a Sentry that's a server admin. Next thing, an epic control point frag video by HoppyPotty.
Yeah, and that was good. That was a good video. It was actually kind of inspiring to see all of the backstabbing in that video. It's kind of blurry and kind of small, but it's really cool.
I kind of want them to release a higher quality video so we can send it to our potential foes so they can be afraid instead of, sending it to our potential foes so that they will need glasses in the future.
Yeah. And if you watch the video, be sure to stick around at the end. There's a nice little treat at the very end for you.
Now, I'll say this. The reason that they did the video at lower quality is for space. Yeah. It's a long video. It's not something you can just sort of, oh, hey, it's a 5-minute video that I can put out.
I know why they did it. I know why they did it, but they erred on the side of space, and they did err. It's too blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut it up. Make segments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it.
Yeah, but the problem is they did it the way they did it, and they can't re-edit it.
Dun, dun.
But anyway, it was an excellent video, regardless. Yeah. And then the last thing here is More Than You Ever Wanted to Know About Everything by SigmaSin. Now, this is old.
It is old, but we never talked about it.
Yes, it is. This is SigmaSin's stats, where he talked about damage at range and all that kind of stuff, right?
If it's stats, don't you want to talk about it again?
We did talk about it. I'm not prepared to talk about it now, but this was the same set of stats that talked about not having more than 6 people on a control point. These are the stats that talked about...
You mean 4? You mean
sure?
4?
Huh? No, it was 6, wasn't it?
4.
No, it's 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. I know what you're talking about.
Well, now I got to look at this.
He's hard at work, always figuring out... what all is possible in the realm of TF2?
Yeah, this was posted on February 20th.
Oh, wow. It is old.
That's as old as that update that I talked about like months and months ago.
Forever ago. Who added this?
We'd like to thank you, SigmaSin.
I think that was probably Eric.
Eric, did you add this?
I'm just over here drinking wine.
I like that. I like that. Wow. You're talking about that? I want to say one thing.
What?
Happy birthday, Zach Weedle.
Happy birthday.
Ooh, you did it in your smooth voice.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Zach Weedle. Happy birthday to you.
May the hair between your toes never fall
Happy
out.
birthday, you're gonna die.
Now, I think we should still link this in the show notes because this is some of the best statistics you can get around for TF2.
Best statistics. Yeah.
Is it not?
You just broke Spencer.
It's just... I don't know. Statistics are never good. Anyway, moving on. Surveillance. Man, surveillance. We got this great prank call. The Scout calls McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, this is funny.
And it's from a guy on who does YouTube videos. His handle is Prank Calls Galore. And I did get his permission to play it, so let's go ahead and play it.
Thank you for calling McDonald's. This is Keela.
This did not just happen. You have got to be kidding.
What's going on?
I don't even know where to start with you.
Okay, well, why don't you tell me what's going on? What's the problem?
Freaking unbelievable.
What's unbelievable, sir?
I mean, do you even know who you're talking to?
Okay, so why don't you tell me?
Do you have any idea who I am?
An angry customer you seem to be. Can you tell me what's the problem?
Basically, kind of a big deal.
Okay, what's going on?
Listening?
If you tell me what's going on, sir, I'd be glad to help you, with the issue. Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Oh, yeah! All right. We are screwed.
Well, you're screwed how, sir?
Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people.
You hurt people? Okay, sir, does your issue have anything to do with McDonald's?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you tell me how?
Ah! Fire!
Okay,
fire!
sir.
Fire! Oh, I'm burning! I'm burning!
Sir?
I'm dying here!
Excuse me, sir.
Yo, what's up?
Is this a legitimate call? Is this a prank call, sir?
Yeah. You got owned.
Okay, sir. Thank you for calling McDonald's.
Woohoo!
Oh man, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna fess up. I turned it off.
Really?
Yep. When I first listened to it, I don't like.
You don't like prank calls?
Spoilers? You don't like spoilers?
For the most part, prank calls annoy me.
Oh man, I love them.
It depends.
Like, you never heard all the Arnold Schwarzenegger ones?
Okay. Now, the ones with Al Pacino, those were freaking hysterical.
Yeah.
Okay. What bothers me is when the words don't quite fit and you end up in this limbo of like, how are, and in this, at the beginning, it seemed like, this is going to be, and I turned it off. Now, it's funny now that I've listened to the end of it.
I just love is this a prank call, sir? Yeah.
Yes, I'll agree. That was funny. And I wish I had listened all the way through for that.
Well, now you have.
I know.
The next thing on here, 101 uses for a dispenser. And I have no idea what this is.
This was actually posted by Echelon 3. And he has a buddy named Faradox. At least I think it was his buddy. Someone posted that they knew the guy who made them. But anyway, there's a series of 4 videos called 101 Uses for a Dispenser. And some of them are bitterly, bitterly funny. And some of them are kind of bland, but they're well worth watching. So there are 4 YouTube videos, and we'll link to the first one, and you can get to the others, obviously, if you know how to follow a chain of links.
Cool.
Excellent.
And let's see, next here, Team Awesome 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't remember how I found this. I just found it in...
I saw funny. someone in the chat pointed me towards it, and I hate it.
Really?
What?
Oh my God. It's one of those things. It's like, it's kind of, it's very creative for a bunch of little kids in the backyard playing around doing a TF2 video. Now, this is not machinima. Of course, it's live action. And it's funny because they're kids messing around, but on the same side, it's like, it's actually pretty creative how they get all the props and the weapons and stuff. There's a spy, there's a heavy, there's an NG, there's a sniper.
I did like The heavy with the fold-up chair. That was kind of clever.
It's one of those folding camping chairs, so it has like lots of steel rods coming down it, and it sort of looks like a minigun.
Yeah.
You know, if it
He
wasn't.
should have rotated it though. Why didn't he rotate it? That was weird. But it was very good. Every time someone got killed, it would do the little camera thing. Yeah, and say killed by. It was a good video. I liked it a lot. It's 3.5 minutes. So if you don't like it, it's only 3.5 minutes. So.
and let's be honest. You would have done this as a kid, wouldn't you? Know
totally would have.
I've seen some of his videos from when he was in high school.
Oh, the stuff that I did on video when I was a kid was so much worse. I have to admit.
So look at it this way: these kids are doing a way better job than anybody here, and look where we are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sitting in our parents' basement doing a podcast.
And I'm really hungry. People keep talking about
Hey, Mom, give me a sandwich.
Ribs.
Thanks.
So, let's see. Shout-outs? Do we have a player of the week?
No. Yes, shout-outs.
Shout-outs.
Who do we want to make player of the week? We have to make one. So we can
Do we already make one?
Randdalf.
Randdalf. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
for the excellent idea
for the City CP project. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we should
cool.
have saved it until he actually, created something. But hey, whatever.
Well, hey, he had a good idea. That was a community project, and you just need to shut up.
Okay,
this is true. Even if it totally falls apart, it's something that it spans across the community.
Next thing here on our list, and Nivek 2.0 asked me to mention this. Thank Ifrit for donating to server number 6. So thank you very much, Ifrit.
Yes,
thank you, Ifrit.
Thank you. Very much.
Is that it? Are we done? Is our show over?
It's about
we need
time.
to do pimpage outro. Hey,
yes.
Hey, if you are in an updating kind of mood, you can always go to tf2.wiki.net/wiki/controlpointpodcast and update us.
Or
wouldn't that be sweet?
Or if you're a social bookmarker, you may go to Dig, www.dig.com, and take our podcast and dig it.
And I'm sure
if you are a loser,
social bookmarking thing, that you will be social website person too, and you will join us on MySpace and Facebook, which you can get the links from our site.
And follow everything we do throughout the day through Twitter.com.
Give us thumbs up at StumbleUpon, or leave us reviews at iTunes.
Yes, we haven't gotten an iTunes review in a long time, I might add. Yeah, it's been at least 3 weeks.
I think they've all been busy going to the foreign iTunes places and leaving reviews there.
I need to go and check that. I wonder if anybody did that.
Get to work, slacker.
I've never given us a review. I should go and give us a review on iTunes. Nice. You could also join our community or our forums. And what is this Facebook thing? Look for Windsor Coperton. Windsor Coperton.
I am not listening.
Man, you're an intolerant jerk.
And so, also, really important here, be sure to listen to other podcasts on the Dead Workers Party Network, such as Trailer Trash Talk, Random Chatter, Lost Chatter, Movie Chatter, The Zero Show, and The World of WoW.
Yes.
World of WoW. What's that?
That is a quality podcast featuring some really cool guys who podcast without pants on.
I heard those guys are sexy.
Untrue.
All about WoW.
They're not sexy. They're not cool.
They are bringing
a big lie.
Man, Eric is totally bringing Schmexy back.
Mm-hmm.
Drink.
Yeah, that's not sexy.
Mercher.
You could also call and leave us a message at 256-513-4772, or send us video, audio, email. You can leave audio comments on our site. There's tons of way to get in touch with us. Yeah.
That concludes episode 28, and we will talk to you next week.
You are now at the end of another episode of Control Point.
Victory.
Every one of you deserves a medal.
A podcast brought to you by the Dead Workers Party. See the show notes and leave comments for this episode at controlpoint.deadworkers.com, or leave us a voicemail at area code 256-513-4772.
Auf Wiedersehen!
I really want to start selling action figures as quickly as possible because I think that idea is so boss. Oh my god.